I extend a warm welcome to all our dear participants and, of course, our speaker for the evening today. I'm sure that each one of you is here as you align to the idea of repairing the world around you. I'm Ruchira Banka, the director at Art Journal Foundation, and I welcome you all to this session, which I bet is going to be insightful. A quick introduction to Art Journal Foundation for those who are new here, an organization for teachers, of teachers, by teachers that aims to create the creators. We founded this platform to form a resource and research bank for educators and students. And to this end, we organize sessions like today's to support teachers' professional development. Today's session is going to be a unique one, focusing on this unique concept of Tikkun Olam, a Hebrew phrase that means repair the world. And we have our expert who's going to take us through this wonderful journey of integrating this beautiful concept into art education. Let me take this opportunity to welcome and introduce to you our speaker for today, Ms. Priyanka Bakshi. Ms. Priyanka is the Vice Principal at Indus International School, Hyderabad. She's a believer in education that develops international mindedness, education that includes values, skills, and personal qualities to thrive in an ever-changing world. She has a bachelor's degree in history and a master's in economics and has taught various curricula in different countries for over past 22 years across the globe. She believes that teachers' focus should be to develop the core competencies and specific skills of learners alongside content and conceptual understanding. A lifelong learner by herself, she continued upskilling, data-wise collaborative process of improving learning and teaching offered by Harvard University, 21st Century Teaching and Learning from Stanford Graduate School of Education, and child protection for teachers from the Queensland University of Technology. Recently, she's also accomplished executive management program in educational leadership from Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. Ms. Priyanka strongly holds the view that every child is special. And as teachers maximizing the available resources, it is our responsibility to provide them with a wide range of opportunities to learn, exercise leadership, innovate, be creative, and encourage them to take on new challenges. With the right intention and a clear heart and compassion for life around goals can be achieved. Over to you, Ms. Priyanka. You're on mute.
Thank you, Ms. Ruchira. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our Journal Foundation for giving me this opportunity to share my humble learnings. And here we go. Okay, so a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will go straight into the topic without any further ado. So, the first important objective, the most important objective for today's session is to understand what is Tikkun Olam. Now, Tikkun Olam was introduced to me by my CEO and founder director, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray. He is the founder of our Indus Trust, Indus School. And since then, even it has set me also thinking that what is this Tikkun Olam? Why was it that I was not thinking about it earlier? So I'm quite confident by the end of this presentation, you will also be of the same thought that it is happening around us, but it's just a little bit of more awareness and information, and we are there. So first, we will understand what Tikkun Olam is. Secondly, we'll go into to understand how we can integrate social and environmental themes into art. Now, here, art means performing art, visual art, and just not limited to only one art, of all sorts of arts. And of course, together, we'll understand how we can link creativity and make a larger, big community impact. And end of the day, any meeting, any webinar, any such collaborations, the idea is for collaboration and reflection. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go further. So now, in the chat box, I hope I'm loud and clear to everybody. Can I see a show of thumbs up if I'm loud and clear, if everybody can hear me? Can I see a thumbs up, please? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Now, in your chat box, can I please ask all of you to answer this question, probably in a word or two? Write one dissatisfaction that you have when you look around yourself, or any one thing in the society that pains your heart. Anything, it could be anything. You go out for a stroll in the evening, or you go to a mall, or you just go out out of the house for some reason, you look around, you see things, and it pains. Can you give me one word in the chat, please? Everybody. One word. Yeah, lack of compassion. There you go, Shubha. Beautiful. Lack of empathy. Fantastic, Sumana. Exactly. Lack of opportunities to learn skills. Correct. Beautiful, Rushira. Can I get some more, please? We are 20 of us here. Please share your thoughts. Something that really pains us, and empathy there's a big dearth of empathy. There's a big dearth of compassion. Beautiful points shared by Shubha and Sumana and Ruchira. Can we get some more? Yes, Manisha, lack of integrity as well. Correct, correct. Anything else? Go deeper into what you think like you're out and about. Lack of patience, like inclusivity is a good one. Yeah. People are not genuine. Actually, yeah, Seema. Right? I mean, and for some more, I think we are almost half there. Go deeper into your thoughts that no academic honesty. Yeah, as much as we want the students to know and we want to okay. Cruelty towards animal, actually, Cyril, if I pronounce your name correct. That's absolutely right. Lack of acceptance. Yes, Shubha, that's another one. So I think we already lack of discipline. True. Lack of discipline is another thing which we all are we look around and see lack of respect in new generation. True. So now, thank you so much, everybody, for your responses. Now, keeping all these things in mind, keeping all the points that you've given just now in mind, let's go a little forward. And from there, you think a little deeper. Okay? We are going forward now. Now, look at this picture. Look at this picture. What comes to your mind? Whatever comes to your mind. You can put it in the chat box. Look at this picture. Yes, nature, correct. Ecosystem, fantastic. Environment, absolutely right. Atoms, okay, that's beautiful. Water, right, correct. Earth, yeah, bigger universe, absolutely right. Absolutely right. There you go, Nandini. You compiled all of our responses together, being responsible towards saving the Mother Earth. Light, fantastic, Cyril. That's light is beautiful word. And that is what we are going to understand, that there is light around us. There is growth, there is focus around us. We just need to understand how and then share the light, share the focus. Of course, Kevin, there is life. And now the bigger point that Kevin has brought up is because this is life, it is our responsibility to make sure it is sustained, it is beautiful, it is not destroyed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go forward. Next, look at this. Take 5 seconds. Please take 5 seconds and see what comes to your mind. Let's put it in the chat. Migration, correct. What else comes to your mind? Pain, yes, absolutely. What else? Go deeper into your thoughts. Poverty, yes. Expectation. That's a very good point that you've put up, Nandini. These people are expecting something, search for something, struggle. Yeah. Yeah, life challenges, absolute suffering, livelihood. Now another keep thinking. Do we all deserve this? Do these people deserve this? Livelihood, suffering, exodus, emptiness. Absolutely fantastic. I'm loving the crowd today. Yeah, it's beautiful. You've given fantastic responses. Fairness, equality, correct. Please keep these points in mind as we go further. It'll all add up to something beautiful that we're going to discuss further. Let's go forward, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. What comes to your mind? What do you think this is? What is this? Does this particular ecosystem deserve this? Waste, negligence, human interaction, missing a, this is beautiful. Anupama, I can already guess that you're a very passionate person. Missing a smile on face, yes. Fantastic, yeah. Our carelessness, correct. Survival, and perhaps we are so careless or we are so careless that we don't waste it. We are looking at it but we are not taking any action about it, right? And people are still trying to, Nandini, that's a beautiful point, that people are still trying to make do in this madness of human being, as Seema has put in there. Yeah? Consumption. True, true, absolutely right. Okay, people, we are going to go forward. We are going to go a little forward. Now, what is this? What is this? Do we deserve this? Does the gentleman in this, in the picture, or the animal, what is this? What do you, okay, let's put it loneliness. Okay, brilliant. Put some no man's land, pain, exactly, thirst. Yeah, actually, climate change. Very good, Gracie. Climate change, irresponsibility. Yes, yes, that's absolutely right. Irresponsibility, selfishness. That's another side, another perspective Nandini has brought up in here. Great, Nandini. This is great. Okay. Please keep all these points impact. Yeah, it is impact. It's a pattern. Impact of one human on another. Wow. Okay. Please keep all these points in view when we are going to endanger. Yeah. Let's go forward, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. In the first picture, we spoke about our green, beautiful planet, our Earth. And now, by the time we reach this picture, what is this? Forest fires, destruction, yes. Destruction, yes. Pollution, impact of human activity, right? And it's not that we don't know or we don't see it around us, right? We go out for our holiday trips or we go out trekking and all that. Value of water is being undermined. There is no value actually, right? Human-made planet. Manisha, that's a beautiful one. Human-made planet, which we are now, which actually is now our responsibility. We are thinking that, oh my God, now it's a disaster. We are destroying the natural environment, the natural elements. We have turned a blind eye, absolutely, Kevin. And now it's a wake-up call for all of us, right? Absolutely. I'm loving this discussion. Thank you. Keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is this? Children. Child labor. Yes. Look at the environment. We are looking at all these. Yes. See, I like what Cyril has put, even when these children don't know what's happening to them, right? They are devoid of whatever. They are devoid. See, Shubha has written our future, right? But these children don't know. Innocence dead, absolutely. It is the child has the responsibility because of poverty or whatever not. That's a good one, Harish. You've put in a good point in there, right? Now, do they deserve this? They are our future generation. We are talking about sustainability. We are talking about responsibility. We are talking about a green planet. How do we do that? How do we do that when our future generation in front of our screens is like this? Keep your thoughts in mind, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go forward. Look at this. Saving. What are your thoughts on this particular picture on the screen? Clean water. People are devoid of clean water. There is no clean water. Certain parts of the earth. Natural resources, yes. Suffering, yes. Live and let live. But are we, like, again, you know, it's the concept of live and let live, but are we actually ensuring that? Yeah. What else? Suffering, yes. So even the natural resources also that are, we are not using them wisely. That is why now it is for us to understand. Yeah, of course. Lack of awareness on natural resources, lacking responsibility. Correct. Imbalanced sharing of, this is a beautiful point, Seema and Shubha. Fantastic there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why did I take you through all this? The idea is that this is all the pictures that we've just seen, all the points that we've just discussed. These are the deeper insights and these are the deeper pain points which you and I must have, because this is actually happening around us in different parts of the world, right? And when we look at these pictures, and we feel the pain, we feel sad, that means we are human beings. We want to do certain things, but for various reasons, knowingly, unknowingly, we just cannot, right? So the whole idea is that all of us are aware about Tikkun Ulam. So now I'm going to tell you what Tikkun Ulam is and how the whole journey or how we all reach the higher purpose or the Tikkun Ulam. Now, in our everyday lives, ladies and gentlemen, all of us go through this, knowingly, unknowingly. First is the obligation. Now, obligation means what? That, it's just a situation where someone feels a sense of duty or responsibility, that it is my duty to make sure I give my future generations, it's my responsibility to ensure clean drinking water or help the needy. But I am unhappy, I'm dissatisfied with it, right? Now, if I'm dissatisfied and I don't take any action, means I am aware that there is a duty for me to do, but I do nothing about it. That is obligation phase. Now, the point here is, regardless of whatever situation is happening in my life, I know I must do something. I have that sense of duty and responsibility, and I'm unhappy by looking at, please keep all these pictures and the points and the concepts we discussed just now. I know I must do something, but that makes me unhappy and dissatisfied, so I don't do anything about it. So this obligation phase basically highlights a passive state where obligation overrides action even when dissatisfaction exists. Now, next stage is citizenship. Now, citizenship means what? It refers to a situation where individuals are unhappy with societal, political, and community issues. But I do not take visible steps. I know I don't like this political decision, or I don't like this thing happening in the society, or I feel very angry about this particular thing. I know I should do as a global citizen, but I don't do anything to create a change. Now, obligation is I see it is my duty, I do nothing. Citizenship, I know the decision has come, the situation is clear to me, community issues are clear to me, but still I'm not bothered. For now, I would like to mention again, bothered, or I don't do anything, regardless of various situations, right? Everybody's got a different situation. Now, this citizenship highlights passive dissatisfaction without tangible efforts. Now, next is the service level. Now, service means dissatisfaction with some actionable points. Now, what would that mean? It means my mindset has changed. I understood the obligation part, now the citizenship, okay, I thought I'll do something about it. Now, service is like, okay, I'm going to go to this orphanage, I'm going to make this charity, I'm going to donate this, or I'm going to spend some time in the orphanage. Yeah. Now, this service stages that I've understood, there's a change in my mindset, right? I've recognized the problems of the system, organization, community, or society, right? But I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'll start taking baby steps to address the issue. You understand how all of us, and it's all of us will have to go through this obligation, citizenship, and service stage, right? And then this service stage is basically a proactive approach. Okay, I went to this, I did this, I participated in this cleanup drive, or I participated in charity drive, and I feel good about it. That at least I started taking some action, ladies and gentlemen. Now, after having gone through obligation, citizenship, service, one fine day, you are like, that's it. I cannot take it anymore. I must do something, and I am going to go beyond myself. I am going to go beyond any barrier. That is when you reach Tikkun Ulam. Tikkun Ulam means your higher purpose in life. Tikkun means that you realize the point, you realize that it is my responsibility, it is the human being's responsibility to fix whatever is wrong in the world. For example, a few pictures that we just saw and we discussed about it. Tikkun means it becomes your higher purpose to work for the improvement of the society. Okay. Now this comes only when we move through the stage of obligation, that is passive dissatisfaction, citizenship, that is awareness but no action, and service, where you start taking baby steps, some actionable steps, and one reaches a deeper. So Tikkun Olam basically is deeper purpose driven commitment to repair the world. You know the Michael Jackson song, Heal the World? It's basically healing the world, repairing the world, which goes beyond self, which goes beyond the individual and immediate concerns. And it's the evolution, basically, it's an evolution from passive dissatisfaction to purposeful transformation, transformative action for the greater good. Yeah, that is Tikkun Olam, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go forward. Now, this is where I have to mention that whatever I just shared with you is what I've learned from our CEO and founder director of Indus Trust, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray. And very often he tells us that an unexamined life is not worth living. So does Socrates. Yeah. So basically, uh, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray wants us to think beyond the ordinary. And one thing he often keeps on saying, which to motivate us to think, go beyond the necessary, go and break barriers, is what I'm going to share with you as well. Higher purpose or Tikkun Olam is दूसरों के लिए अपने लिए जिए तो दूसरों के लिए जीना जिंदगी का नाम है अपने लिए जिए तो क्या जी right so that means an unexamined life is all of us must have an examined life. What exactly do we want to achieve? Now here again I would like to share something which I've learned from our CEO, and that every human being, you and I, we all have that quality. We all are educated. We all have the economic man in us is quite powerful, right? We want to make big in life. We all are ambitious, which is fantastic. There's nothing wrong in it. But there is also another side in us, which is called the man too, human being too, right? These are all inside us, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what does that mean? That you should be driven by purpose. Man to means your morals and ethics, your obligations, your duties, your citizenship, your service towards yourself, your family, your country, your world, right? The Tikkun Olam should also be, there has to be a balance, right? And the third part, or the third man that sir always asks us to keep in mind is the balance of use of technology and AI. We all know AI is coming in on a very, very fast pace. It's already here, right? The age of singularity. But in all these things, man one, man two, man three, what do we do? You have to start thinking. Where do we start? Start with yourself. Examine yourself. Examine your own, let's say, probably you want to examine your own day, right? Start caring for the elderly. These are just a few examples I've written on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you want to talk of deforestation or some climate change or some social movements, volunteering and all those things, right? Okay, so let's go forward. So in a nutshell, our objective one is complete on this screen. So Tikkun Olam is to understand how you can repair the world because you're a global citizenship. It is your responsibility, ethical, moral responsibility that you have to fix that is not right. Yeah, we may have our apprehensions, we may have our own restrictions, but we must start somewhere. And then we engage in acts of kindness. It may not be at humongous scale, it may not be at a big scale. Something small, baby steps is equally effective, right? And then end of the day, it is our responsibility. If I want to enjoy all the benefits of things, world, environment, earth around me today, it is my equal responsibility to ensure that the same I leave for the future generations to come. And the most importantly, even in our discussions, empathy and discipline and respect and love came up, ladies and gentlemen, if you can recall. Yeah. And these are the Indus core value as well. We are very proud of it. And see, what I'm trying to say here is everything is connected to Tikkun Olam. Yeah. And when we understand all this, what happens? You take ownership of the world. That means you take ownership of doing things right. Even if you cannot do it directly, you guide people. That is Tikkun Ulam, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go forward. So, the next objective that we had to talk about, that we want to understand, is how we can integrate Tikkun Olam or Tikkun Olam with environmental themes and social themes. Now, even in art, whether it is performing art or visual art or any other art, how do we integrate? So some of the themes are here on the screen, like environmental themes like pollution, climate change, diversity. Students can take up artwork or they can create a piece of music on social themes like inequality or refugee crisis, right? Now, what is the beauty of all this? That environmental and social themes, they serve as a powerful mediums for raising awareness. So even if it's on a small scale, the idea is awareness is created and it inspires change and reflects the concerns of the society. Now, when we integrate environmental themes and social themes, ladies and gentlemen, what happens? It becomes educational, right? It is not only educational, it also invokes. It evokes what? That social and environmental issues are relatable. They are there is an urgency. We have to save our environment. We have to save the biodiversity. How do we do it? By integrating it, the environmental themes and the social themes with our art. Now, again, I will bring in Tikkun Olam here, ladies and gentlemen. Tikkun Olam is healing the world, repair the world, right? And then what happens? Tikkun Olam also aligns with socially and environmentally conscious art by advocating justice, sustainability, and human dignity, right? Now, visual and performing arts raise awareness, inspire. How do we raise awareness? By inspiring activism or empathy, foster empathy, or embodying Tikkun Olam to heal societal and ecological wounds or something that is broken in the environment, and through creativity, expression, and collective action. So, how can visual art and performing art integrate with Tikkun Olam to create environmental and social themes? Through creativity, expression, and collective action. Okay, so let's go forward. Now, here, these are a few examples how we could bring Tikkun Olam into arts. We could do a storytelling. It can be theater for social justice. It can be a public. I'll show you a few examples of how people around the world have done all this. Yeah. We can create a music piece for a particular cause. We can talk about sustainable fashion. I will also show you in a bit the work of my student, sustainable fashion and upskilling initiative, right? And digital literacy. So the whole idea is that this way or that way, we all take responsibility, right? And we all are ethical. Whatever we do is morally and ethically right. And they are actionable points, which, how to say, which through artistic expression, whether it is visual art, performing art, through your powerful concepts that you have in your respective domains, we bring out the social responsibility and ethical action. That is what the whole idea about Tikkun Olam into arts is. Okay. Yeah, let's go forward. Now, here are a few examples that I wanted to show. This is Bob Marley. We all know him. So what did he do? Bob Marley, through his songs, he addressed the issues of oppression, right? The issues of oppression and freedom, unity, advocated social justice and change. Next, we have Joan Baez. She was a folk singer. She was a folk singer and an activist, right, in the USA. And her music used to support civil rights movement in America. Then this is an example of public art for awareness. Now, this on the left-hand side, Junior. This is French street art. This Junior is very popular for putting art installations. basically for women. He used to portray women as heroes, and which aimed at dignity of women, and he used to create powerful photographs, right? And then on the right hand side is Banksy. This is a picture, very popular street art symbolizing hope. It is called the Balloon Girl. It symbolizes hope. So what has he done? He has created murals addressing war or addressing injustice. So through various public art, graffiti, all sorts of things, awareness can be created. Yeah. Then dance for change. Now, Bill T. Jones, he was a choreographer, right? If not mistaken, choreographer, and he through his dances and choreographies, he used to talk about illnesses, especially mortality, specifically people suffering with HIV. So what is he doing? He's changing mindsets. He's creating awareness, right? And then we have the dancing grannies, and this is specifically at the time of apartheid. All these grannies, they got together, they used to dance. Now, the beauty here is that they know they are suffering, they know there is pain, they know there is a lot of injustice that back then, right? So they're dancing to spread awareness, to challenge the social injustices, right? And they're advocating their own rights. Okay. So just wanted to share a few examples of how art is making changes and all those things. And then same thing, we can talk about AI. We all know information is doubling every 12 hours, maybe faster. And AI might give us competition anytime soon. So how do we use AI for social good? This also, so now when technology and design drive social good, right? And how do they do that? By improving education, by healthcare, sustainability, and accessibility. Now, today we have so many tech companies, AI diagnostics, we have all sorts of Fitbit and wearable watches and all wearable health devices that enhance learning and well-being. So smart cities and green tech, blockchain. Our grade 11 students and teachers have blockchain accounts given to us by our CEO and MD, General Arjun Ray. And what does it do? It promotes sustainability, transparency, and ethical innovation, right? And then what else are we looking for? We are looking at bridging the gaps, solving critical issues, right? Creating more inclusive environment, sustainable environment. So this is how tech, design, arts can do the social good. Okay. Now, going a little further into the topic, ladies and gentlemen. Now, since my background is IB, I'm going to take examples, or I'll be talking about IB. Now, again, Tikkun Olam, right? It translates this thing directly or indirectly or vice versa into the learner action, which we have in the PYP, primary years program, service as action in the middle years program, and CAS in the DP and CP program. We are a continuum school. So again, why did I bring this point up? Because I want to share that this whole, as I said in the beginning, that this concept of Tikkun Olam is everywhere around us. We are doing it at our different levels in different paces. I'm sure with all the different curriculum backgrounds or your workspaces or the different expertise you all are having, you're also involved in some or the other way in Tikkun Olam. But it's just that the deeper, the depth, the intensity to think more and to make a difference, that just needs to come out. So then we'll have more of Gandhis and Mother Teresa's and Nelson Mandela's around us, right? Okay, let's go forward. Yeah, this extract I took from the guide, and I think it's very important for us to understand, regardless of the different curriculums we've read or we are part of it. Now, basically, I would like to draw your attention towards the fact that we want to create learners. You and I are learners. We are all learning. Learning never stops. We strive to be caring members of the community who demonstrate a personal commitment to service. So again, the words for us, caring members of the community, yeah, community, personal commitment, that it is my social, moral, ethical obligation, citizenship, responsibility to serve. And when we do that, ladies and gentlemen, what happens? We contribute. We contribute to the well-being of others through acts of kindness. Now, I've highlighted these words. Please keep the initial discussion about Tikkun Olam in mind. So if you see this, even IB and CBSE and IGCSE and different other curriculums, they also talk of acts of kindness, service-oriented initiatives, well-being of others. They go beyond personal interest to support and uplift, right? Dedication and responsibility, and a positive impact on society. Positive impact means heal the world, repair the world. Repairing means, first of all, of course, that will cause healing and it will improve. You don't just heal and go, you ensure that it is sustained. Yeah. And then in doing so, what becomes? We become more empathetic, we think more from our heart and mind and soul, and we become helpful in everyday interactions. Can you imagine a world, can you just imagine a world where everybody is so positive and empathetic and helpful, and there's always kindness around us? Yeah, that is Tikkun Olam translating into the continuum of our education system as well. Okay, again, I'm just sharing a few examples of how you could make community. Now, my community can be my house community, the area I stay in, or the school community for the students. These are a few examples of how they could create small but steady community impacts. And we also tell students that, if they start small, in fact, they should start small. They should not wait for year 9 and 10 and 11 to do all this. We can start from a very young age. And by the time they reach 9 and 10 and 11, they already have a thought in their mind, okay, this is going to be my higher purpose. And that is where I'm going to build my profile. So all these things are a few examples of how we can create a community impact. Okay, let's go. May I just ask once again? I hope I'm clear.
Yes, yes, you are very
Okay.
much clear.
Okay. Yeah, I just wondering. Yeah, fine. Okay, beautiful. Great. So now let's go forward. Probably we can share some points from the audience. Can you all suggest some other, apart from these, a few examples that I've quoted here, do you think there can be other ways where we can create community impact? Can you please share in the chat? Any way, any big or small way where a community impact can be created. Please put your thoughts in the chat. Yeah, correct, Nandini. That's a very good one. Graffiti in public places. We can talk about environmental causes, concerns. We can talk about social issues. Fantastic. Some more? Like even in schools, like I've seen in different schools. Yeah, exactly, Harleen. I was about to write that. Yeah, street plays is I graduated from Lady Shri Ram College for Women in Delhi, and I used to be part of a lot of street plays and all. So yeah, what Seema is sharing something. Let's see. The students give stars to those students and teachers who did. Yeah, this is beautiful, Seema. During last lesson, DP students staff Didi are very good. I think this is beautiful. See, this also builds a connection with the children within the community. You know, that inclusivity, that Didis and Bhaiyas are not someone to look down upon. They are part of our lives. Nukkar Nataks, very good. Installations in public speaking, places, correct. Family level cause, Kevin has written, absolutely right, Kevin. It all starts at home. We can actually start looking for our obligations. I mean, I won't say straight away Tikkun, but if you know the journey, the obligation, the citizenship, the service, absolutely right, spot on. We have awareness. That is also great. Absolutely fine. Yeah, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Flash mobs. Yes, correct. Very good. Okay, thank you for sharing your ideas, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go forward. Now, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to think of the points, the questions that I've written on the screen and see what your responses will be after hearing, after discussing all this. Wow, Seema, that's great. Art workshops, that's fantastic. So your 20 seconds starts now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So now my bigger question to you, to everybody, for us to think, for us to reflect, for us to reflect. Our last objective of the session is reflection and collaboration. That why Tikkun Olam? Why should we be conscious? Should we be conscious as global citizens? And what are we going to do about it? What actions am I going to take? And it all starts with self. Now, I want to, before I request for your thoughts on this slide, I want to mention reading is an integral part of good reflection and introspection. Introspection is from within, reflection is what action you're going to take outside. Reading is extremely important, which we miss sometimes. Okay, please put your thoughts in the chat, everybody. I'm sorry. Yes, Lakshmi, that's correct. Change starts from within. Correct. Interconnected world to respect our diversity. Absolutely right. Yes, I'm confident, Nandini. Actually, I'm excited to come and see your class, maybe. I can already tell that you're a passionate person. The Ruchira says, yes, individual can make a difference. Actually, so at the beginning of this session, we were saying that sometimes we don't know. We are not aware. We may be doing it. So the point that we realize that we can, we are able, we are capable, we are already there. Integrate art into learning. Yeah, fantastic. Correct. Okay. So my answer is already on the screen. Because if I don't do it, then who else will do? If you and I, if not us, then who? Right? We have to repair the world. We know there are problems, issues, concerns, and we also know there are solutions. Right? We also know that collectively, collaboratively, we can do. Right? Role modeling, absolutely correct. Role modeling. And how do we do it? We start from within ourselves first. We role model ourselves. In the morning, we tell, positive affirmations that I'm going to do this today. I'm going to go with an open mind today. I'm going to make a difference. Even if you're able to change small, yes, you start with yourself first. Absolutely. Connecting nature. Yeah, absolutely. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I wanted to share about my knowledge and understanding and my humble information about Tikkun Olam. So do we take some questions? Do we have any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Or any comments? Any comments that you would like to put is fine. Thank you, Nandini. Any
You can
comments?
s- you can unmute and switch on cameras as well
Okay,
if
that will be
anyone
nice.
would love to.
That
Yes.
will be great. Okay, let's do that. I'll stop sharing. Yes, Seema, please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to share one of my experience as I connected with Youth for Seva. It's a
Hmm.
NGO, and what we are doing all working people on the one Sunday we are every Sunday actually as per our convenience we all meet and plan out through the WhatsApp group and all what drive we are going to do. And I had an experience to visited a government hospital burning, uh, what I can say, that burning compartment. Yeah. So it was really touching experience. मेरे अभी भी goosebump आ रहे हैं सोच करके वो. So sometime we gone through such different kind of experiences by doing such very heart touching thing for the society.
Absolutely, Seema. And this makes you a better person.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it makes you a better person, and then you are able to feel more. You're able to
Right.
think deeper.
Yes.
And then probably going forward, you're able to take some corrective measures, and
Right.
then you bring the same to your students.
Right. Right.
Thank
Definitely.
you for sharing, Seema.
Uh, Hi everyone.
Hi, Nandini.
I'm from Ila Green School. Ours is also a IB Countryum school. So we stand for sustainability. So every time, whenever we do some decorations, school decorations, we used to encourage the students to use waste materials around them. And also for decorating using charts, we always reuse the charts, the backside of the charts. In every simple thing, we instill the concept of sustainability in them. And also, as a teacher, I wanted to be a role model for them. So I use very minimal material, and I will guide them to make, like, especially with loose parts. They use lots of loose parts to create and showcase their creativity. And also, I want to connect art more with the society. Recently we had that personal inquiry project for the teachers, right? So I went to a women rehabilitation center where I conducted art therapy sessions for those women, and it was really wonderful and surprising to see them express whatever in their mind through art.
Very
So
good.
I played music and I made them to draw. Some of them they will not open the mouth even to the psychiatrist, but they started expressing themselves through their artwork, and that was really surprising for the psychiatrist there also.
Brilliant, brilliant, Nandini. You've really made a good change. In
Yes.
fact, if I may just share, like, thank you, Nandini, you reminded me of that. I want to share my students' work, if I can show you Sari stories. Is it visible on my screen, everybody? So, this student, again, talking about sustainable fashion. So she took this up as a personal project, and now this is her CAS. She is now a DP student, and now she's taking this as her mission, which aligns strongly with the Sustainable Development Goal, responsible consumption and production. So very quickly, I'll show you that she is now taking her mission is sari stories, right? And whatever proceeds she gets from it, she is giving for underprivileged schools, girls' education. Okay, so she gets saris from her friends, family, parents, and transforms them into sustainable fashion. She's really gone into a lot of research about how much water, how much fiber, how much whatever not is taken for these the drapes and all lead to. For example, the textile industry generates these many million tons of waste globally, and a single sari can contribute these many kilograms of fabric waste if not sustainably produced. So what she's trying to do is that she's converting old saris into latest trends, which is sustainable, right? So yeah, I just thought I'll share that with you, which is now in the long run, probably this can become her Tikkun Olam. Who knows, right? And there's another one that I would like to show you is okay, right. Is okay, I think I have to check 1 second, please. Seek your patience. Right. Now, this is a fine example of Tikkun Olam. Fine example of Tikkun Olam. Now, this is again our student, okay? And she is now she is creating art kits, right? So she went to different places, and her whole idea is that she wants to create therapy kits for mental well-being of students who are vulnerable, from vulnerable communities who do not have access to facilities, various facilities. So she went into schools and orphanages. She is providing mental support, mental well-being, mental health support through creative expressions. So she literally went to juvenile homes, hospices, and she met even online herself. And then I'm here. This is the kit she created herself so that everybody has access to it. It is not expensive and tailored to individual needs. And this is our student. She's literally, the empathy stage is too deep, where she collaborated with different parts of the world, got them to give their ideas, shared valuable insights, what all could be the structure of the creative kit, or what could be the painting, the sculpting, or anything that gives that calms the student down, or calms the people who need help down. And there's a lot of research. So clearly, why am I showing this? To give you an example of how deeply some of us can think, right? And then we think that, okay, I must do something different to support these people, right? And then she has a plan for herself also, that, okay, as of now, I'm going to do this, but going forward, I'm going to improvise on it. I will continue to to improvise and making a difference in people's life, right? So yeah, thank you very much. Do we have some more points or anything to share?
Can I? Again, sorry.
Of course. Please go ahead.
One of my DP2 students, exhibition theme only the humanity with fashion. So her message is so beautiful. She think like she had created a big exhibition piece, like 6 feet, 3 feet by 6 feet. She is not using any canvas or any ready-made material. She has used old t-shirt, create an old base for the painting, and she has created one man with the skeleton of the fish. So nowadays the trend is going on, we are not repeating the clothes. Then why not repeating the clothes? It is, we have to be mindful. The totally she want to give the message, we are throwing the clothes to landfill and it's harm for the nature environment. So mindfulness with the fashion.
Yes. Mindful fashion. Yes. Very good. Very good. Fantastic. See, again, as I said, we are there, almost there, right? It's just a little more depth. Neerav, you had a point?
Yes, I want to share something. So, just I am also working in Indus, and when I knew about this concept, and when as an IB, IB educators, we have this in our curriculum. So I was thinking how beautiful this thought. We can add this point and we can create unit. Keep this in mind, and we can create unit for our performing arts or bit visual arts subject, and it's going to direct connect with services action in a PYP, also an exhibition. So this is beautiful thought. So just I want to share, this is beautiful thought, and it was amazing session, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And MYP 5, what PCUP released by many years, what I observing, there is a key C always many years, like it was change only. And the all theme, it's talk about sustainability and about art, impact on the world, creating awareness about through art. So this is very much connected with international curricula or art subject or performing art subject.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, does anyone else have any other thoughts to share? Wow, I think everybody is taking some time to absorb these beautiful thoughts that you've brought to table today, Ms. Priyanka. It was really insightful, and we would like to thank you on behalf of Art Journal Foundation and all the participants for taking us through this beautiful concept and such wonderful examples that you had shared, where we integrate into our classrooms. I'm sure it has awakened us, at least shaken us to feel awakened. And we shall continue to come up with ideas to integrate these in our classes with a sole mission to repair the world. And if you would love to share any more ideas for the participants, our connection links are on the chat box. You can keep connected with us. And thank you for being such wonderful participants, as being a part of our journey at our Journal Foundation. Let us all together identify our higher purpose, our Tikkun Olam, and let us take ownership of our world. That is what Ms. Priyanka brought to table today. Thank you so much for, agreeing to be sharing this wonderful thought with all of us.
No problem at all. I enjoyed myself. The audience was fantastic, lovely. I had lovely engagement. And it's all about sharing. The more you know, the more you share, and better the world becomes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
May
everybody. Have a very
may I
good
request all
Before,
participants, please switch on camera for one screenshot. So keep this memory. Thank you so much. For a
yeah, I
second.
think memories may remind us to go back to our Tikkun Olam. So as many
Yes.
of you are comfortable to switch on your cameras, please, maybe it'll be great to see your smiling faces after this wonderful session.
Okay. Thank you, Nandini ma'am. Thank you, Shubha ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just a minute. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you.
Okay, superb. Signing off for today. See you all.